Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another edition of the Reddit Recap. My name is Fox and I will be going over the top Reddit posts from the last week. LostArk has been a little bit stale, nothing new been coming out now. We only had a new event, but it is speculated that next week will be the Reaper release on the 16th, and I know a lot of you are excited for Reaper. Let me know in the comments if you're going to play Reaper. Before I start, I wanted to touch on two comments specifically from the last video where people are saying I look worn out or like I haven't slept properly, and I can only say I'm trying my best to get a lot of sleep. I really do. I'm very conscious about my sleep schedule. I always try to sleep at least 7 hours. And I also haven't been playing that much LostArk, to be honest. I've been taking a bit of a break, a little burnout coming here and there for LostArk. Not bad. I'm not quitting or anything. I'm just taking it more chill, doing rested stuff, just doing weekly raids, you know. But I'm not no-lifing the game at all anymore. So I think I'm doing pretty good myself. Maybe it's just the lighting in the room. The only thing, to be honest, that I might be lacking might be vitamin D from going outside. I'm not going to deny that, and I'm trying to work on that already. Enough about me, let's jump into the Reddit recap from the last week. As always, I have not looked at the Reddit at all for the whole week. I never check Reddit anymore. I always keep it for the surprise when I make this video. Maybe some of the memes have leaked through to my Discord or something, but we'll find out once I'm looking at this, which we're going to do now. So we're going to start off with the first post, the current state of LostArk friends. Not the current state of LostArk, but the current state of LostArk friends. So, roster, yeah. All right, I understand this. A lot of people are quitting indeed. A lot of people are getting burnouts. A lot of people just don't play anymore. And you keep grinding. Yeah, it's not the first time I hear about this. And as you can see with the amount of upvotes, I can guess that just a lot of people are, it might be more of a perception. I don't think like currently a lot of people are quitting. Some people are taking breaks, maybe. Some people are like taking a bit slower because it's a bit of a slow content right now, right? With Clown out being out already multiple weeks. But yeah, this is quite common, and it is, what can I say? It's a grind game. Not everyone's made for it. And whoever made this, I mean, you're not alone. A lot of people have had friends that quit, and it's very hard to start and get new friends into the game. So yeah, that's not looking so great, to be honest, but the meme is good. It's actually accurate. The superior format 51355, oh my good, oh my god, please don't write BRB or something along those lines. Please don't do that. I sometimes on that podcast have people who do it, and I'm just like, what? I'm sorry, but I feel like personally it's so much easier to read 135 to know it's the first, the third, and the fifth, and otherwise I have to like BR. Like, I'm not used to it. I feel like it's just not very commonly used. So every time someone uses that, I'm so caught off guard. Accurate meme, 10 out of 10. I love it. Actually true. Please don't use that. LostArk crashes, delimiting. Yes. Oh no, LostArk closed? Oh no, guess it will take you 10 minutes to relaunch the game, literally. I mean, I've had this where, I don't know, the game crashed right before World Boss or something, right? And then you missed the World Boss because, well, the game literally takes ages to reload. Because first off, Steam takes, I don't know, like 2 minutes to actually close properly, like to say that you can reopen it. Oh, this game, it's probably all because of the anti-cheat, I guess. I don't know, it's just such a bad anti-cheat, oh my god. QL, but this is the worst upgrade. To ensure safe transaction, your purchase history is being checked. Please try again later. Okay, so this is I'm very split on this. And the reason why I'm split on this is because this update has helped a boomer like me to sometimes snipe cheaper things on the market board. I don't know if it's due to bots that you just snipe these things, or because people are so quick, but I'm very slow at buying things on the market board sometimes. And I see something for cheaper and whoa, and then it's gone. But now I actually get it sometimes because other people cannot buy it as quickly. So thumbs up for boomers like me that now can actively buy things from the market board. Thank you. Although sometimes it is a little bit annoying. I don't know. I just think that's funny because it doesn't apply to everyone, but for me it actually helps me. This made me want to stop hunting forever. Stop crying. I've done the same. I have had 100% on my gun lens. It happened. Unlucky. I can tell you, this is something, I want to just open a small bracket here, right? There is a lot of people in my environment that have been getting quite lucky. I'm thinking about specifically 1 or 2 people on my guild that got extremely lucky in general overall, and that don't even grind massively. They just got lucky with upgrading. They're like higher level than my main and whatnot, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, I believe that if you get if you get very lucky a lot of times, pitying something like a weapon to 22 or 23 might break your mental and might make you quit the game. Because I have pitied, honestly, like to 19, I think it was, 22 I pitied, I went to 70% on 23 on my gunlands. Like, I've pitied a lot of weapons, and the thing is, like, it is mentally very taxing to pity this, because you could have also just gone through at 50%, which is not crazy bad or good, and you would have saved half the materials, or like probably 2 weeks of grinding or something. And I believe that someone who has always been lucky so far will literally mentally quit the game once they reach this state where they pity something like that. Honest opinion, tell me if I'm wrong on that. It's just what I think, because like I said, I know people that have been actually insanely lucky and never pitied a single piece, basically. When your friends lock in less and less, and then never again, but you continue on. Another post about friends leaving. Is it currently, do you guys notice that more friends of yours are leaving the game, or more people are quitting? Because I don't notice more people quitting personally. This has been a thing now for a while that people have been quitting LostArk, and just because of the grind, or taking a break rather. I don't want to say the game is dying or anything. There's still a very stable player base. A lot of people are grinding. I think the more and more like casual oriented players, or people that just like don't take it too serious, are maybe logging on less. But I don't know. I mean, there's a second post already. Maybe you guys know more about this than I do, because I live a bit in my small bubble with my guild. Let me know also in the comments if you guys feel like more people are quitting lately. There's always that one dude. Oh my god. This literally happened in a pug yesterday to me. I was pugging with my friend Zervi, and we were then, the first guy was like saying, hey, Medusa 1-1, and I wrote 1-2, and someone else wrote 2-1, and then one guy just kept typing TS. No, I will TS. That means you have to TS it, because if he looks at it while he time stops, he will, mess up the mechanic for you. You are holding other people hostage to time stop it. I don't need to time stop. It's a look away or look at it mechanic. I know there is a chance of messing it up, but the same goes for actually time stopping it. I have time stopped Medusa 2 times so far, I believe, if even. And honestly, I don't know the timing that well. I often time stop too early or too late and still get some damage and some gauge. But man, this mechanic is so easy. Let's be honest here. In the end, we skip Medusa just to let you know of the outcome. But please don't be this guy. If there are people willing to do Medusa, just let them handle it. Most of the time, it worked out so far in the pucks I've been in. So don't be this guy. Don't look at her. Buy her, then relax. The 100 books are forever. This is true. This is very true. Right now, as we know, also from Korea, of course, there is currently no world in which the legendary books are going to be useless. If you are having characters that you are going to push to, like very high item level, like even like past 15 and whatnot, and also for ancient and whatnot, buy the class engravings. Buy the class engravings. Like they're going to help you out in the future, and you can also buy more legendary books. They will be there in the future. Well, like this post in a meme format, which is though true, says it is really important to have engravings for the future, because it's a long-term investment. It hurts you right now in your pocket, but it will pay off in the future. Korea 4th anniversary skin spoiler. I want to look at them. Let's have a look at those. So if you don't want to be spoiled, don't look at this. Just like turn your monitor over or something. All right. This seems to be a warrior skin, and it looks pretty juice. I'm not gonna lie, pretty stylish. Then we have, this is probably, I would say, Pistolier, like Deadeye, like Gunner, also pretty stylish, pretty good. This is, oh la la, wow. Okay, this is probably martial artist, my guess. This is probably Bard or Sorceress. Pretty nice. This is the artist version of the skin. Oh, and this is the striker version. Wow, that one looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. This is absolutely deathblade 100%. So the assassin also looks pretty good. Has some neo wipes because of the thing, in front of the face. Does have some neo wipes. This is okay. I mean, this is probably gunslinger, I would say. I don't know. I'm just going by, by feeling. We'll see if that's true or not, but take with a grain of salt what I just said. Bittersweet, my gun lancer alt 100 quality. Damn. 100 quality. Whew. It just, let's be honest, on a 100 quality just looks nice. I got like, I think 96 on my gun lance, and I'm totally okay with that, of course. I mean, I would even be okay with like 92 or something, but 100, it just looks good. Oh, it looks good. What even Cocos were the Legion commanders the whole... Oh, this was actually hilarious, dude. Because it's the clown. Oh, I love this actually. This looks so good. Oh my god. Okay, this is well done. Countering is so satisfying. Counter attack. I mean, okay. Yeah, it is. It actually is. No, unironically, it is right. Countering is satisfying. I was just confused because obviously this person is probably talking about themselves and they still like scratch out their name. What for? Like, do we care? Oh, interesting. A complaint. Oh, okay. A complaint. Let's have a look. Let's talk. Can we talk about scale content? Not much to talk about. It sucks ass. Okay. We play our characters for so long and we're forced to play our characters at a weaker power level for weekly content. Some classes have completely different stat ratios with relic set, and without them the class feel like complete total garbage. Let us use our relic sets in weekly content, and it did Chaos Gates 2. I don't know how I feel about this. On one hand, this is very true, right? Like some classes need their set to actually feel good. So this post is only about the relic sets. I don't disagree with this. I think that might be a decent change. The problem is that the scale content would have to be rescaled in order to account for relic sets, and that would be a problem for players that do not have relic sets because they would be doing less damage in scale content because relic sets are damage, right? So what would you do with people that do not have relic sets on their characters, on their main, for example, right? Like someone new that's item level 400, they don't have a relic set. They will do no damage at all. No one will take them anymore. And that's more of the angle I always look at things. Yes, for probably the majority of the player base, this would be a good change. But what about those that do not have relic sets on their mains and wouldn't be able to do them because their damage would be poop? Both my bards pointing to someone who did a great job on the last raid. Okay, take it. POV revealed to Reaper. Yes, this. Talked about it already earlier a little bit, right? I was already like talking about Reaper release probably on the 16th, as I said. Again, who of you is going to make a Reaper? Are you excited for Reaper? I won't make one, I believe. I don't plan unless you get like a power pass or something. But this is going to be you. And I don't mean that bad. I don't mean that mean. But Reaper is hard. It's squish. It's gunslinger but melee. Honestly, that's kind of what it feels like. Like, this is... Yeah. All right, this is perfect. Oh my god, dude! There's these two posts here. These are gonna be the last ones I'm gonna do today because the video is getting too long. But I definitely want to read those posts because this is always interesting to have these discussions. So, the current state of LostArk as a new player. So before I tell you my experience, I want to say that I am not a new player. I've played since the launch. I haven't stopped ever since with a few 1500 cards, either support or DPS. A few. That's insane. My friend recently started playing as a new player and I wanted to go through the hype when I first started playing myself. I remember the cities were booming and everyone was helping everyone. Everyone was trying their best. We just got to 1370. Instead of me busting him, we wanted to matchmake it. We got people higher roster who didn't use potions and had 0 engravings. I don't expect at 1370 people to be 4x3 even, but maybe 2x3, 1x3, use a potion, a stag grenade. We had to retry Aurea 5 to 6 times because we had people AFKing or refusing to heal themselves. Same with Argos P1, people not knowing mechanics and not wanting to learn anything or even do mechanics. It really reminds of how Rossa players to AFK and put the burden of carry on someone else, even when they see that everyone is at and there is no carry. How do we get new players into LA when the first cities are full of bots and the first raid experience people get is with griefers? Not to mention, I went to do Vikers raid 14 later on in a Paladin and a Bard duo who was so nasty to everyone in the lobby saying, "Shut up, dog." That's rude. Meanwhile, putting puddles in the middle and failing time has like their job to F up the raid. If you say something kicked, actually, most supporters of XNormal have no clue what they're doing. It's just everyone else's experience. I genuinely want to know what your LA experience had like, and if you think I'm wrong, right. This is an interesting post for multiple reasons because he talks about the new player experience. Now, Here he's mentioning Aurea 5 to 6 times. He mentioned that he has high roster people with 0 engravings, and this is something, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've noticed people getting lazier and lazier in LostArk. People are doing less and less. Have you done your Chaos Gate? People stand all at the wall, they don't kill any mobs. Have you done your pirate ship? People stay AFK at the spawn, they don't kill any mobs. People are getting lazier and lazier in this game. They just want rewards, they just want their stuff, they don't want to do anything for it. Everyone wants to grind, but no one wants to grind, right? And this is, I think, an experience I've been making. People have been lazy and lazier, right? Like, of course, if you do an Aurea bust and people AFK, they're allowed to AFK, right? That's not a problem, but this was not a bust. This is like, if you make a 1370 character, right? You have the choice of taking a free bust from someone and not bidding on the book that might drop, right? If you're a decent human being. Or you have the choice to matchmake it, but then you need to actually put in the effort. You need to treat this as you are 1370. There's not going to be a 1500 in matchmaking giving you a free carry. But people want the book and they don't want to do anything. Honestly, that's been my experience lately. People are just getting lazier and lazier. Real talk. What do you guys think again? Honestly, I want to know your opinion too. Now, I don't want to get too much into this whole Vikers thing. Paladins and bards can be toxic, especially if they're alts. Now, last one I want to go over. A question from a gatekeeper. Don't know what that means, but we'll see now. I browse it Reddit daily and I'm constantly seeing comments about how terrible the community is for gatekeeping. I also see it in various Discord groups I'm in and the official forums. My question is, what do people being gatekept expect from us? Take my account for example. I have my 1490 main and 5 1460 alts. That means every week I have to do almost 20 raids. About 3 per day. On top of that, I have 4 times Chaos Hunter, 4 times Guardian raids, and that's going to be programmed every day I have to do this. This takes up pretty much all my playtime, so I don't even have time to enjoy a lot of horizontal content with Cocoa Seeds and Island Solo Grinds unless I happen to have some extra playtime here and there. Now I'm going to stop here real quick. This guy makes it sound like he's forced to do this content. This is, again, this whole view of LostArk. I need to do this. I have to do this. This needs to be done. No. You are the one who decides what you do in LostArk, and this person feels like they're forced to do this content for some reason. No, you don't need to do your garden raids. No, you don't need to do your chaos dungeon. No, you don't even need to do your raids. You want to do them. This is like the very first thing I want to say about this, because you need to make a difference in between something you have to do, like, you know, like paying your taxes, and getting up in the morning, kind of, you have to, like, you wake up, right? You know what I mean? Like, you need to have money to have food, right? Like, that's things you have to do. This is a video game. We're talking again about a video game, and you don't have to do anything. I just want to say that this also goes out to you guys. Very easy. If you don't feel like playing LostArk, don't do it. I am, like I said earlier, also, I'm currently minimizing my amount of time in LostArk. I just do my weekly raids. I do all of my stuff on bonus currently, and that's it. I play maybe currently like 3 hours a day, and then 2 or 3 days where I play 7-8 hours or something. That's pretty much it. My point is, in my opinion, there has to be a baseline set when recruiting pucks for groups, which the amount of content I have to do to keep up, again, have to do. And enjoy the game. Do you enjoy the game if you have to do stuff? I don't have the time to help learner parties or guess if that 1445 can do Vault and Heart mode, just for an example. And why would I, when there is a 1460 applying right besides them? I constantly read that what I'm doing there is shitty and this community sucks for it, but what do you want us to do? Take the chance of not getting our rates done in a timely manner because you took a bit longer to hone or gear? Don't get me wrong, I have no issues with how other people get their enjoyment. That if you don't want to or can't play as much, that's fine. But if you spend your time working on horizontal content, so you're a bit late to the ratings site, that's also fine. But why are people expecting us at Hone and Geared earlier to change our playstyle, put more effort into to help them? Can't we just enjoy the game the way we want? People say I'm entitled for you, expecting so much from pugs, but isn't it just as entitled to expect the higher levels to step down to help you? This is... I don't know, this it feels a bit weird, the way this has been written, I'm not gonna lie. Like he's on some high-ass horse and giving the underlings some room. I don't understand this, I'm gonna be real, like, especially like he talks about Vault and Heart mode. Now I'm gonna also talk about Vault and Heart mode then. If I do Vault and Heart mode, I was doing it yesterday again with 2 friends, and I didn't even look at the people's engravings that were applying. I didn't look at them. Didn't look at the item level. I didn't care. I just took whoever applied because I knew I was able to do this by myself. Vulcan is basically solo carryable on the 1475 already character, maybe 1460 even if you pump a lot on it. Like, why does it matter, you know? Like, it doesn't matter if the person's 1460, 1480. It really doesn't matter. And this guy makes it sound like he has to, like, give others that are behind because he's so far ahead and he's so highly skilled and geared. I'm sorry, but this post really gives shitty vibes to me. I cannot agree with this. I think this is honestly of how this is written because I understand his point. I do. But I also don't believe this example is correct. Because his example is, hey, if there's a 1460 applying versus a 1445, everyone would take the 1460. That's just normal. Now, that's not gatekeeping. But he's talking about gatekeeping. This is like he's trying to create some form of like bubble where he's the bad guy, but no one said he's the bad guy because he didn't do anything wrong. Now, what is gatekeeping in my opinion? Now, I encountered gatekeeping kinda last week when I pushed my scout to 1475 and I wanted to do clown on it in a pug group. There was a pug group of a 15.5, 14.19, 40.80 or something. I have my Demon's Beast title. I've played clown already every week 5 times. I know everything about it. I couldn't get into that party. I couldn't. They would decline me multiple times and I saw them waiting for over 10 minutes for a DPS and they wouldn't let me in. And that's, I think, kind of gatekeeping. Because obviously we would have cleared this, you know, because I have 5x3. It's super geared, my scout. Don't get me wrong. Giga scared. But that is, in my opinion, the gatekeeping that he was talking about here. And that was a bit shitty. I'm not going to lie. In the end, I can also understand the sentiment. I don't want the 1475 because they're going to do less damage. And we want to skip as much as possible in clown. Everyone wants to skip in clown. Guess what? I ended up in a party full of 1475 and 1490 DPS and we one-shot every single gate in clown. That was good. That was good. And that was it for today. Yes, that's the ready recap. It was quite long. I'm going to cut it a little bit short. Maybe take some parts out. I don't want to do 24 minutes of this. I'm sorry I'm explaining this to you. I have no reason why. But I hope you guys liked it. This was actually pretty good. I liked the 2 last posts a little bit. Especially last one was a bit more encouraging to talk about. Again, I want to tell you guys, don't feel forced to play this game. If you don't feel like logging into LostArk, just don't. Yes, you're not going to get all of your rewards perfectly, but whom are you competing for? Whom are you competing against? No one. No one. And that's the most important thing, and that's the message I want to give to you today. Otherwise, I think we're done. And as always, I still want to say, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe. You can also leave a comment about the video or about any of the questions I asked you today. And you can follow me on Twitter or Twitch, where I stream nearly every day. You will find me there. That would be much appreciated. Otherwise, as always, wishing you an amazing rest of your day wherever you live.